Another day, another interview. Hooray! A technical coding interview does not only showcase how fast you can write code to solve a particular problem, it also measures your communication skills. Today, I would like to talk about how to best convey your brilliant ideas and thought process to the interviewer during a software engineering technical coding interview. First of all, read the questions out loud. Reading the question out loud seems to be trivial, but it's part of the communication process. It's communicate to the interviewer what you are doing. Basically, reading the questions. I have taken out the laundry and put those that are clean on our bed. There is an array of clothes, including underwears, short t-shirts. Please find the maximum window between now until I go home to make two piles of clothes, yours and mine, and put them away. Also find the optimal dress that I could wear tonight to maximize our time spent together. Winky winky face. Your sweet little lady. Hashtag wife. Excuse me. Are you sure this is the right problem that I'm supposed to solve for today's interview? After reading the questions out loud, I would ask clarifying questions. These simple questions will tell the interviewer how detailed you are. For example, can the input array be empty? Can we have duplicate values in input? Can I modify the input array? Excuse me, do you mind if I go to the bathroom real fast? Thank you very much. I feel much better now. Hello? Uh-oh. Hello? Is anybody there? Please go to the bathroom before the interview and drink any water before to prepare you for the interview. You need to talk a lot, so water is important. But don't drink too much water though, because it may make you want to go to the bathroom during the interview, and that doesn't give us the optimal time complexity for our algorithm. The next step would be to build test cases. For example, if I have an input array, I could write out test cases as an empty array, an array with one element, an array with two elements, an array with three elements, an array with odd length, even length, without duplicate values, with duplicate values. Building test cases from small building blocks help me solidifying my understanding of the problem, also help me to identify pattern in the data to be able to come up with a solution. Building test cases in this way also help me discover many edge cases, especially those empty arrays, to build a stronger algorithm. I would make sure to come up with as many test cases as possible, as many edge cases as possible. For each test case, I would also make sure the interviewer agree with the output that I'm thinking about. It's important to have a cat as well. One important step that I never forget to do is to check in with the interviewer. If I get stuck, I would ask, do you have any suggestion? And after stating my solutions, I would ask, what do you think about my approach? The interviewer would give me hints if I'm stuck, or would tell me to go ahead and write out code if the interviewer thinks that my solution is good enough. Do not write out any code until the interviewer signals you to do so. That's what I normally do, at least. This is to make sure that you communicate all your thought process and make sure that you and the interviewer are on the same page. After I receive the signal to write down code, hooray! Write down the code! This should be the easiest step. However, it's not the easiest one always. Remember to handle the edge cases. This is when all the test cases I wrote down earlier in the process come in handy. After writing down the codes, I would go back to the test cases and make sure to test my code line by line so that it output the right result. While testing my code, I would still remember to speak out loud so that the interviewer could follow my thought process, creating comments and diagrams or hand drawing the most beautiful paintings so that the interviewer could understand. Congratulations! We are finally at the very end of the interview. Throughout the whole process, please remember to communicate out loud and be receptive to feedback. If the interviewer asks questions, please stop and answer those questions. If he or she show any concern, please do address those concerns before moving on. Ignoring the interviewer's input is the big red flag. Those are the steps that I would follow to make sure you showcase your brilliant ideas and thought process to the interviewer. It's time to get off the screen. Say hi to Kona.